Hi, and welcome to Minister Miller's Musings, and my name is Reverend Janet. Usually, I'm telling you a penny story. Today, I'm going to deviate a little bit and tell another story that happened many years ago. And I had planned a trip to Utah, camping, and I was meeting some friends there, and another friend was driving his truck up to Utah. And it was pouring down rain, and it's a Friday, there was traffic, but he really wasn't happy about driving in the rain and was rather in a foul mood. So I kept trying to lighten up the atmosphere in the truck, and it just wasn't working. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I looked over to the left, and there was a whole flock of black birds. But in the midst of the black birds was one white bird. And I said to my friend, I know you're driving so you can't look over, but there is a whole flock of black birds over there, yet there's one white one. It must be like Holy Spirit, like the dove of peace or something. Just as I said that, believe it or not, that bird flew over, crossed the freeway, and was looking at both of us on the driver's side of his truck, just fluttering there for a few seconds, and then flew back to the group of his little bird friends. And it was like we both sat in the truck like stunned that it had even happened. And he asked me, did that really bird just came over, looked at us, and flew back? And I said, yeah, it was just kind of amazing. But what I got from that is, even in the midst of darkness, because I felt like it was like a dark day out, my friend was in a foul mood, and even in the midst of darkness, there's always a ray of hope, a ray of light. But we need to be willing to open the door, open the window, and let the light come in. And when I mean by open the window, we need to be able to change our mind about a situation or a particular person or whatever happens to be going on in our life, and quit thinking of it in a negative way and be willing to see it in a different way. And that's what I mean by the ray of light or the ray of hope. And I think it always surrounds us. We just have to be willing to change our mind and change our perceptions of things. And what was interesting, that happened in July. In December of that year, my aunt from back east sent me a Christmas gift, and the gift was a pin, like you pin on a jacket or something, and it was the dove of peace, the bird, the dove of peace. And it reminded me of this whole story that I just told you. So in that instant, I wrote it down and keep it in the box that the pin came in, and it's just my constant reminder that regardless of what is happening in this week for you in your workplace with a person at home, no matter what it is, try to keep in mind that in midst of the dark, there's always light. Thank you for letting me share, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.